What's up, everybody? I guess you've done watched the last couple days that I've been hunting this bird up here on the river bottoms, or two birds. They could be two birds. You know, I'm thinking that it's one, but everybody's been telling me, you know, you might be messing with two different birds, and that's what's causing you to think he's so smart and outwitting you all the time, because he's a half-mile apart. I mean, and it could be one bird. You know, you don't ever know about these turkeys, especially down here where I hunt when the river's up. Them jokers, it's like they flick something in their brain and they just act finicky. Like, I don't know, it's just the weirdest kind of turkey hunting that there is. But anyways, this morning I went up there and never heard him gobble, never seen nothing. But when I was about to leave, I decided to check that field that I've been hunting all along, and just for the heck of it, because I know they like to be over there. And it just so happens, I'm pretty sure that he was out there. I know that there was a couple turkeys out there, but they seen me when I was checking and ran for the woods. But they ain't got nowhere to go. There's a little bit of dry spot in them woods, and then the rest of it's flooded, so they're gonna come right back out to the field. So this afternoon, it's 6:05 right now. I'm heading up here on the river. I threw, as you can see in the back, I got my little plastic John boat. I'm gonna float across the bar pit and get on the other side of that field to where I can kind of see better and be hidden, because the only spot that's accessible to watch that field right now is that open bar pit, and I still have to walk through water. But that's what happened this morning, is he was out there in that wide open, and when I come walking down that bar pit, I mean, he seen me, so he ran. So to avoid that this afternoon, and to try to be, you know, I'm throwing all my dice, throwing all my cards on the table for this bird. So I got my boat in the back. I'm gonna float onto the corner of that field, just ease out. I got my camera and my binoculars so I can watch him if he's out there. I'm hoping he's out there, and I'm hoping that I can get a roost, that I can get him roosted, so that in the morning I know exactly where I can set up and kill this bird, because he's starting to get under my skin a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I guess we'll catch up with you when we get here to the field. Hopefully we can see that bird out here, maybe more birds. Who knows what'll happen, especially when the river's up. So just stay tuned. Maybe we can have some success finally. Well, as soon as I got out here, I looked out here in this field and I could see a turkey, but it's just a hen. But it's still pretty early, and that's still a good sign. So odds are, if there's a hen in here, there's a gobbler somewhere. I'm gonna sit tight and watch. That hen's actually right where I want them to be, and working right down here where I think they should be. The water's came up quite a bit since I was here this morning. It's all the way out here in the field now, but that shouldn't stop things. I hope they gobble in the morning, first of all, But oh well, we're gonna keep sitting here, see if anything else steps out. Sorry for this beating and banging, but the river's got this road tore all up. But anyways, didn't have no luck roosting that bird, because that bird, I guess, ended up being a hen. That's all I saw was that one hen. So I mean, my plan worked out perfect, using the boat and, you know, sneaking in through the other side of the field. But just no gobbler out there. So, and there wasn't no gobbler in this field either that he went to yesterday. So I really don't know, unless that person that was hunting up here killed him, or maybe that turkey, man, and maybe that turkey migrated on down, and I don't really know where he's at. But instead of taking chances and stuff, Cody and Larry's been over in the hills, and they've been on some birds every morning. They've been gobbling pretty good, and they're starting to get to where they gobble quite a bit on the ground. So that's a real good sign. They actually said that they had one that they most likely could have killed. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and the bird was on the ground for quite a while, and he was gobbling and coming in, but another hunter messed him up. So just, I mean, like I said, par for the course. We just haven't been having that kind of luck all season. So, but the good thing is they're working birds, and they've been able to roost several. So I'm gonna give them a call here in a little while. I'm sure they're still out listening, and most likely I'm just gonna get up super early in the morning and head on over there. So I guess that's where you'll see me next. If something else changes, I'll let you know. But as of right now, I'm thinking I'm gonna get up in the morning, and it's a 2-hour drive, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So stay tuned. Hopefully we're on some birds in the morning. Down towards the river, I heard this bird gobbling, and there's somebody parked on the road, which that's Larry. I seen his truck, but I come on past him a little ways, and there's another logging road that comes back here. So pretty much, I think he's on the front end of that turkey, and I'm on the back end. I mean, we're a good long ways away, several hundred yards, but that bird's right in the middle of us, I believe. And this is a good looking little point on the ridge, like a spur that runs off. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna work this way. I set the decoy out, and I lightly called just to let him know I'm here. But it's a good looking spot. There's some turkeys scratching all around here, and he's gobbling pretty decently on the limb. So I'm hoping maybe he'll come this way once he lands. Even if he's got ends, hopefully they work this way. Like I said, me and Larry on both sides of him, so maybe we can get it done. Well, I don't know how much more battery I got. Not too much. My other battery's in the truck too. But where I first came in this morning, that bird ended up flying down and flew with some hens, and he actually was heading back that way. Well, I snuck down to this back side of this ridge, which is a pretty good little walk, and just kind of lightly called and was just easing my way down here and found a bunch of scratching. And then all of a sudden, he heard me walking, and he gobbled right off out in the valley. And so I set up on this finger up here at the very tip of the ridge, and had a good setup, was right there on the edge, so when he crested the hill, he'd be the first thing I saw. And I'd scratch in the leaves, he'd gobble. He ended up going all the way around me. So I got away from the camera and left it recording, and army crawled out there as far as I could to the tip. And at that point, he was down in the bottom, and it's too far to shoot. He's about 80 yards. And I could see him just standing there. He stood there for 20 or 30 minutes just standing and gobbling and gobbling. And I don't know how in the world, how long this camera's been running. Quite a while. But I think eventually another hen came down there to him. And then he kind of headed off. Heard him gobble a couple times. So I'm just going to kind of sit here for a little while. It's about 9 o'clock. Maybe that hen will leave him too and he'll come back. I don't know. I did hear a couple other gobbles way off in the distance. So, and there's a lot of scratching here, so I'm going to sit here for a while and see if anything fires up. But he got away on that one. I should have killed him. He was in killing distance at one time, but he just wouldn't commit, man. There wasn't nothing I could do about that. He was just right over the crest, and I mean, if I'd have come out there, he'd have seen me. I got close as I could. I scratched in the leaves. He gobbled when I scratched. He gobbled when I called. I just don't know. He must have been hunted quite a bit. I heard somebody calling back here, somebody calling way over there. So I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know if I'm gonna kill me a turkey this year or not. But I'm gonna sit here for a little while. We'll see.